Hey gang, still here. New projects. Check that dude out, huh? 1940 Ford. A little barbecued, but you know what? I think I'm up for the challenge. It's pretty hammered out. It looks like the roof fell down on top of it. It was in a fire in a shop down Long Beach. I saw it on OfferUp and I thought, you know what? I can do that. So you know what? I went and picked it up. So here it is. It was on OfferUp for about 3 weeks, and I pushed it back and pushed it back and pushed it back. You know what? I gave in. I don't even work cars. But you know what? It's a 40 Ford, man, and I think it'd be fun to do this one up anyways. So I have a bunch of chassis that are left over from other builds or other parts of builds. So I can put one together. I have a couple Mustang 2 setups and some shortened 9 inches and other stuff I can build a chassis out of. And then I have the front fenders on this car are done. I got a line on a pair of fenders for a pretty good deal. But the rest of it, I think I can fix. Let's turn this around so you guys take a look at it. There it is. There's a rough cob. The truck is pretty warped out. But see, the problem isn't from heat so much as the roof falling in on the car. So it's just basically dents. So if I take the inner structure out of the trunk lid and then hammer it all out, form it, shape it, run it through the shaper a little bit, I think I can get that out. Roof, pretty bad. But again, you know, this metal is hardcore. So I think I'm gonna try and knock it all out. You can see right through here, it's got puckered out, and it's kind of blown out here. Got a little wrinkle in the B-pillar right there. But I think I'm gonna chop it anyway, so I might go ahead and cut the roof off of it and do the roof on the ground, and then do whatever I need to do to chop it, all the chop parts, and then use what I'm gonna use from the roof, and if not, just use some new stuff. So I have new metal I can shape out for that. Roof fenders, they're pretty savable. Running board this side is pretty nice still. The other side's pretty hammered, but I think I can fix it. You can see the cowls are good. It's already got a recessed, a smooth firewall. The floor's already been done, and quite well, I will say. To the person who did it, thank you. Floors are good. No rust, this dude. So yeah. It's a little bit of hammer qual. We're gonna get into this thing and start hammering it out. But you know, if you're gonna chop it, you're gonna remove the top anyways. So I'll remove the top and start hammering it out. And the trunk lid, you know, it's pretty bad. But if the worst comes to worst, I can buy a new one. I can get a used one for probably $300, $400. Fenders are about $700 a pair. I use a hood. There's no hood for it. I found a hood for $350 already. So at the end of the day, I'll be in this thing for, you know, well, reasonable. Let's put it that way. So it's a 40 Ford, and I have an idea. I have a 37 Hudson Terraplane 4-door sedan. The Terraplane's, the Hudson Terraplane grill is just badass. Ford grill is cool too, but I'm thinking about throwing the front end off that Terraplane on the front of this car. So that way I can get rid of the Terraplane. It's a sedan. It's just from the firewall back, it's just ugly as hell as far as I'm concerned. But the hood forward, that car is Art Deco to the extreme. But there's only left of this car on the front of this car with the shit is a chin. The rest of it's all junk. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking about doing. I think I'm gonna make this into a Ford Terraplane. I went back and looked at that, did some measurements, and I think I can do it without a whole lot of work. And then so yeah, there it is. The cool thing is this guy listed it, well, for me at least, is he listed it wrong. He listed it as a 40 Ford. So when you go search for parts, you don't search for 40 Fords, you look for 1940 Fords. And because he listed it wrong, it didn't get a lot of views. So I was able to get a pretty good deal on it. So I scooped it up, and here we are. Anyway, I'll see you on the other side. Bye now. So there is a Terraplane. Check out that grill. Is that sick or what? Fenders are decent. You know. That's an extra hood on top there. I have actually a 36 and 37 grill inside the car here. But you can see from the firewall back, it's just, you know, not my cup of tea. Running boards would be kind of cool if I could make it work because they have some pretty cool ribs on them. But anyhow, I think cutting the nose off this thing and put it on the front of that Ford would be a bad ass. The coupes of the Terraplanes are okay looking, but they, again, aren't that great to me. But this would be pretty sick, I think, on the front of that car. It looks a little long, maybe. So maybe take a little bit of adjustment to move the thing back a little bit more. But I don't know what we have to do to make it look contour right. But anyway, I think, or to be proportionally correct, but I think this is the way to go. That way I can get rid of this car and I can finish out that car without having a bunch of money into it. And it'd be fucking killer. I think it's super cool. So anyway, let's see how far we go. And that's just one idea. Tell me what you think. If you think I'm stupid, let me know. If you think I'm a genius, well, we know I'm a genius, but you know how much of a genius I am. Bye. All right, so I measured the Terraplane. It's about 1.5 inches wider, which is no big deal. I could widen the rear fenders to match it. But the front is 10 inches longer. It's 68 on the Terraplane and 58 on the Ford. So gonna have to stretch the rear fenders and do some other manipulating to make it, you know, be proportionally correct to do that. But I think it'd be badass. So I think that's the way I'm gonna go. Anyway, bye now. All right, so we got it off the trailer. About ran us over getting it off there. We got it off. Got the fenders off it. Got the majority of everything off. It doesn't need to come off. I'm gonna send it out to get it blasted. I was gonna DA it and do the muriatic acid thing, but there's just too much for you to do. And I think just blasting is the way to go. So it'd actually probably be cheaper in the long run. So there it is. I'm gonna load it. I gotta move some stuff around and load this back on my trailer. I'm gonna go drop it off on Monday, get it sandblasted at Procoat, and get her done. Okay, so there's the coupe body. There's the rest of the crap over there. Front group is trash. Fenders are good. I'm gonna save them, and the running boards I'm gonna try to save. So anyway, bye now.